How's everybody doing? Good, good. So, I've learned that I'm very sensitive to criticism, but I've been working on it in therapy, or as I call it, snitching on my parents. But sometimes it still comes up. The other day, a friend of mine saw a show I did, and we were talking about it. He says, "Can I give you a criticism of your show?" I should have said no. Also, who talks like that? Can I give you a criticism? What kind of critic don't believe in himself? So anyways, he says, "I'm personally not a fan of your deadpan persona." I said, "You mean my voice since birth?" He says, "You had this dead face that silenced the crowd and they were afraid to laugh." And then he says, "Well, I know I felt that way." And that's what's wrong with America, all right? You don't get to project your feelings on people like that just because you didn't have a good time, all right? Be like black people. We don't project, we repress. Shut up and keep it to yourself, all right? And all I'm saying is I think therapy's going great. I think it's working well. I love breakthroughs. What I'm trying to say is I need some new friends. I have this friend who's always trying to prove how straight he is. The other day he says, "Man, if a gay guy ever hit on me, my penis would go inside itself." I said, "Well, that's still movement, so still counts. Still counts. Still counts." I have some issues, like I'm a junior, my dad named me after himself. That's ballsy, right? Because most parents tell their kids, be yourself, be you. When I was born, my dad said, "Screw you, be me." You miss out on a lot of things when you're named after your dad. I just started opening up my own mail this week. The whole time my dad's like, "Well, it's got my name on it too." I'll never forget the day I found out from my dad that we got into college. It was a good day. We're really proud of each other. My dad likes to make a lot of jokes about our name, which I hate saying, our name. One time we got pulled over, my dad said to the cop, "Good evening, officer. I'm Darrell and this is Darrell. If you forget one name, just remember the other." I said, "Officer, don't shoot me. Shoot the other, please." My mom told me if she had it her way, she would have named me Avery, Owen, or Connor. I said, "Mom, sounds like you would have married a white guy." But I said, "Hey, it's not too late." So, I actually used to work in my dad's office and I would speak with clients on the phone all day. And one day my dad threw me a curveball. He said, "When you speak to the clients, go by your middle name so they know it's you and not me." Yeah, I feel like this could have been avoided, you know? My dad gave me my identity and then said, "Switch it up, it's a place of business." I have some issues with religion. I was taught that God is my friend, and I was taught to fear God. Isn't that a bully? You ever think that God might be a bully? He watches you, he scares you, and every Sunday he takes your lunch money. I didn't know there was a lot of like privilege in religion as well. Like I grew up in a Protestant church, and when we'd say the Our Father, we'd say, "Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors." But then I went to Catholic school, and then they would say, "Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us." Nothing says I got money like no trespassing, right? Is that not a flex to you? They should change it from the Our Father to the "Do you know who my dad is?" Anyways, I was in the supermarket the other day and I saw that Colin Kaepernick has his own Ben & Jerry's flavor. Is this the future of civil rights? The revolution will not be televised, but it will be delicious. So this ice cream is non-dairy, so in other words, fake ice cream. You know how racist that is? Because imagine being 3/5 of a dessert. We got some history buffs. I like it. So anyways, I'm looking at this ice cream. It's called Change the World, but it's spelled WHIRLED. I don't like that name, so I'm gonna make Colin a new ice cream which has different flavors that come together to form racial unity. It's called Take a Neapolitan.